It's not for us to restart. It's for us to change our perspective. As we change our perspective, we will realize that what we have already started, we don't have to go back to the beginning. We just have to continue with a different mindset, with a different outlook, with a different perspective. My name is AnewYouEveryDay, and welcome to A New You Every Day. Today, we are going to give you 5 minutes of motivation. So, a quick rundown of what we're going to overview today is we're going to give you a word of the day. There will be a quote of the day, and then we'll get to the core message of the motivation. There's a quote by Albert Einstein that says, "Don't become a man of wealth, rather become a man of value." And that's a very profound statement that Albert Einstein is saying, because a lot of times we desire money, but if you don't have value, you can't keep the money. So if you are someone that creates value in secret, you will get rewarded for what you have created in secret, because the world will see it as value, and they will use their wealth to honor what you have created as value. The word of today is nemesis. Nemesis is a noun. A nemesis is a formidable foe, an opponent or enemy who is very difficult to defeat. We all have an enemy in life, and notice it says it's difficult to defeat. We must realize that who we are ourselves, the natural nature of us, is our own nemesis. So we must realize there is no outside enemy. There are only enemies that we create within ourselves. Our limitations are our enemies. Our shortcomings are our enemies. Our negative thoughts are our enemies. And because we embrace them, they become our nemesis. And now we have to battle those things. But God doesn't want us to battle those things. The Lord will fight our battles for us. So those things we must give to God. And then He will defeat something that ultimately was never meant and never could really be His nemesis, because God controls everything. And we need to understand that we only give access to those things that we allow. God can control everything. How do I restart something that I'm too deep in? Often get in a bad mindset because of the results we see of what we desire to do. But because we didn't properly prepare, the results make us want to restart. But the results are great because the results mean that you started something. In order to restart something, it means you have to have began the practice of something. So it's not for us to restart, it's for us to change our perspective. As we change our perspective, we will realize that what we have already started, we don't have to go back to the beginning. We just have to continue with a different mindset, with a different outlook, with a different perspective. So don't restart, continue. As you continue, you're going to realize that everything you were doing this whole time has allowed you to be within step 2, 3, 4, 5 of the process, but you may be thinking you're still at step 1. So we must change our perspective in order for us to know that we should never restart anything. You can't just restart the football game. You can't just restart the basketball game. You can't restart someone's career, right? It's almost like a child goes to a school and they're having problems with their grades. Even though that child may be retained a year, he can go to a school like LeBron James has, and you can take 2 grades in 1 year. So they will have it where if you're in 3rd grade and you didn't get to go to 4th, you can actually take 3rd grade and 4th grade curriculum, so that way the next year you catch up and and you get with the 5th grade students that you were with all along. And that's just how life is. We must change our perspective, and we must look into what we've already done and see how we can compound upon that. Now we must be brutally honest and ask what parts of it and what parts of it should we cut off. Because some of the things and the reasons why the results are bad is because we spent time on things we shouldn't have spent time on. Now that time could have been used to apply to something that would have helped you benefit that goal of graduating or going to the next step. So remember, you're actually on step 4 and 5 when you're on step 1. When you think you're on step 1, you ever heard this statement before? It takes 2 steps back to go 1 foot forward. So sometimes everything is preparation. It's like a slingshot. You're getting pulled back to propel you forward. So be encouraged, be motivated, and just know that everything you're going through, you're supposed to be in that point of the journey. Now, if you guys would like to be more motivated, and if you guys would like to get a daily dose of motivation and get information that could take you to another level in your personal relationship with God, well, I have the answer for that. Below this video, you guys are going to be able to click to get into my Christian personal development training program. And I'm looking for 100 people, and I want to be able to coach you. I want to be able to give you information, give you the proper scriptures, and actually help you go deeper within God. So as I said, click on the link, and hopefully you're one of the 100, and let's get you to a better understanding. Here's why. We all need information, but we need to know how to apply that information. These are the 3 steps of understanding God. We must get information, then we gather knowledge, but we must have wisdom. So I'm going to give you the information. I'm going to show you how to apply it so that you can know that you have wisdom by the fruits and by the results in your life. My name is ApostleNateAlston, and welcome to A New You Every Day.